Hello, everyone. My name is Tim B. Green, and this is Crush It Club, episode 41, Jump-starting fixes downgrading. Now, I previously talked in another episode, which was synthesis fixes satisficing. I believe it was yesterday's or the day before's. Now, satisficing and downgrading seem very similar, and this is the exact words from Matthew E. May in his book Winning the Brain Game, and that is downgrading is much like satisfying, but is more of a premeditated downward or backward revision of a stated goal. So that's the main difference. Is while satisficing is shooting for the stars and reaching the moon, downgrading is shooting for the moon. You've decided at the beginning of the process that something isn't attainable, so you don't even try. So that's the main distinction. Is it's a preemptive satisficing is what downgrading is, but their fix is fundamentally different. So the fix, jump starting, is exactly like it sounds. The jump starting of a car using jumper cables to connect one car to another car to give it enough power to turn over and get started. So the fix, though, when they're talking about jump starting here, they're talking about sort of pushing through a wall. And that wall is, just give me a second to scroll this up. So jump starting is about sort of pushing through a cognitive barrier. So you're doing your framestorming before your brainstorming, and you hit a wall. I would say you could do jump starting both for your framestorming and your brainstorming. I don't know if he agrees. My guess is yes. You can basically think of as many questions as you possibly can in a framestorm, WH questions, or as many solutions as you possibly can in a brainstorm. To then, as soon as you hit that cognitive wall, which according to May is at about 20 minutes based on research that he did or found in putting his book together. That sounds pretty realistic to me. So after about 20 minutes, an individual or a group is going like, oh, I'm finished. I can't think of anything more. Now, there's actually two choices here. One choice is mine, which is what I tend to normally do in this case. But I have actually done both. I've done jump starting on my own spontaneously before learning about the formal name that May gives it. And that is just push through. It's like, okay, I can't go anymore. It's like, yeah, you can. Let's give it another 5 minutes. Just spend try to think of 1 or 2 or 3 more ideas. But it's sort of like when you're at the gym, it's like, one more. No, one more. Okay, you did it. Good. If you did one more, you can do another one. Keep going, right? So it's that pushing through. So that's his prescription. His jump starting is just push through the cognitive wall. When you hit your wall, just keep going and keep going as far as you possibly can. Refuse to give up. So that's his version of a jump starting. The one I actually default to more often than that is I hit the wall, then I take a break. Now, there's some neuroscience, or more accurately, neuroscience biology behind the amount of time you should take a break if you're going to take that. And I personally think you should do both. Jumpstart, push through the wall after that 20 minutes and keep going as far as you can stand it, and then take a break. So you're going to double up on your jump starting in 2 different ways. And so the second kind of jump starting is more like rest and reboot. And you should do that for about 20 minutes because according to what's called ultradian rhythms, which we have when we sleep and through our wakefulness, after about 90 minutes of working, after about 9 minutes, so when you wake up, you're at the top of your rest cycle. Let's call it that, yeah, because the cycle inverts, right? Between waking and rest. So once you wake up, conveniently, it's sort of like this. This is about from here to here. is about 90 minutes long. So that's an increase in alertness and metabolism that goes back down. And then if you go below, it goes like this, and it takes about 20 minutes. You have this dip in your diurnal or daytime ultradian rhythm. So you have sort of a 20-minute downtime. So after you've hit your wall, take 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, do nothing related. You're not trying to brainstorm or tinker. This is the exact opposite. This is the way Pomodoro should be done. In fact, if you want to call it valid at all, the time of a Pomodoro is wrong, or at the very least, it's completely arbitrary. Whereas if you do 90 minutes of work with a 20-minute rest, take a 20-minute rest in this case. So after you've hit your wall, pushed through, and hit another wall, now take a 20-minute break. Do anything, play video games, play Angry Birds, take a nap. I don't care what you do, but spend 20 minutes not doing your framestorm or brainstorm. Then return to it and start again. So you'll be refreshed, you'll have that recovery, that relaxation, that disengagement, that letting go, which oftentimes is the best way to do that, and to also remember things. When you try too hard to remember something, it's like trying too hard to relax. It's a matter of letting go rather than trying to push through. So if you try both, you're going to get the best of both worlds. Come back after your 20-minute break, start again, and go through the entire cycle again. Go until you hit the wall, and then push through your wall, push through your wall. And the ultimate solution to this, and I do this a lot when I have inventions or product innovations where I'm just not sure what to do, is I might spend the day on it, like working on it, taking rests, working on it, taking rests. And at the end of the day, I'll just go, okay, screw it. I'm going to sleep on it. And then you wake up the next day. Oftentimes during my meditation, I think of another idea, not always, but more often than not, sleeping on it, which is a massive break, letting your brain just do its thing, mostly recover, recharge. What we know is that the brain needs sleep, not the body. The body needs rest, but the brain needs sleep to, we think, integrate memories, re-up, break down metabolic waste and perhaps even dead cells in that, and to re-up or remanufacture neurotransmitters. We're still not clear on that unless there's research, very recent research I haven't seen yet, that all we know is that sleep is for the benefit of the brain, not the body. You can lay on your couch and never sleep and your body will get enough recovery. Your brain, not so much. We need sleep for our brain. So after you've had that sleep, after you've had that recovery, kickstart this cycle again, jumpstart in the morning or when you wake up, because that's not necessarily morning for everybody. After you wake up, after you've done your meditation or whatever you do, ideally after you've had something to eat, because willpower is associated with your blood sugar level or your, I guess if you're on keto, your ketone count, your ketone level, whatever it is, but whatever you're using to fuel your brain, if you have that in your system, it will help you with your willpower and help you drive through mental barriers. So you've had the recovery, you've meditated or whatever you do, you've had something to eat, and now jumpstart again. So that's sort of the highest level. And of course, you could do that for multiple days in a row. So that is Crush It Club episode 41, Jumpstarting Fixes Downgrading. My name is Tim B. Green. Bye for now.